Chapter 7, 138, Old Earth Wood, Immortal Zombie Guye. Kumu Mountain rather than a mountain, it looked more like a giant dead wooden tree that extended into the clouds. The name of the wood was Old Earth. Old Earth Wood had a long lifespan. This particular pillar of Old Earth Wood had more than 1,000,000 years of history. From Reckless Savage Demon Venerable's era to Red Lotus Demon Venerable, Genesis Lotus Immortal Venerable, Thieving Heaven Demon Venerable, Giant Sun Immortal Venerable, and then to Spectral Soul Demon Venerable and Paradise Earth Immortal Venerable. Even after Paradise Earth Immortal Venerable died, it was still alive. When it had lush leaves, the greenery covered the entire sky, and it produced countless fresh fruits. On its strong branches, unique tree farms could be created. During its golden years, it was usually owned by the strongest Gu immortals, or the most powerful forces in northern plains. But as the river of time continued to flow, the lush green leaves wilted, its strong trunk decayed, its glorious days were over, and it became a gloomy and silent structure. Long ago, countless forces had fought over it, fighting with their lives or even dying due to the old earth wood. But eventually its late years were lonely. The barren tree branches could only create a shade over a small area, attempting to pitifully recreate its former glory. Right now, the old earth wood tree's main trunk was mostly dead. Only a small portion still had a little bit of life left. When all, from a mystical treasure that everyone was after, to a monument that nobody visits, it was like an aged giant, bending its back and sitting on the ground calmly, awaiting the end of its life. Fang Yuan did not come here to admire the old earth wood tree. He was here for the immortal zombie who was living on top of the old earth wood. This immortal zombie was a woodpath Gu immortal during his life. His name was Guye. If Fang Yuan wanted to join Northern Plains Zombie Alliance, he would need an immortal zombie's recommendation. Fang Yuan had already gotten the details of Northern Plains Zombie Alliance from Fairy Lishan. The reason why he chose Guye was not because this person was special, but because he was the closest. As he got close to the old earth wood tree, Fang Yuan slowed his speed, but he did not see Guye appearing. He frowned slightly. This Guye's alertness was simply too terrible. Finally, when he arrived at the old earth wood tree, Fang Yuan shouted, "Is Old Earth City Lord around? My name is Sha Huang, and I am here to visit." His voice echoed through the old earth wood tree, causing the wilted leaves to scatter onto the ground. From a deep part of the old earth wood, a figure came out. "Why are there more people? Do you really think I, Guye, am easy to bully?" His tone was filled with anger and helplessness. Guye appeared before Fang Yuan. He was yellowish in color, tall and skinny, resembling the old earth wood. There were wooden markings on his skin. It was an immortal zombie body that resembled dead wood. Seeing Fang Yuan, Guye was stunned. The anger vanished on his face as he said hesitantly, "Sirs, I am Sha Huang. I have turned into an immortal zombie recently without much choice. I wanted to join Northern Plains Zombie Alliance. I wonder if Old Earth City Lord may give me a recommendation." Fang Yuan cupped his fists as he expressed his intention directly. "Oh, you are a newcomer who wants to join Zombie Alliance. A pleasure to meet you." Guye's expression changed. He quickly greeted back while smiling. "I thought it was... Forget it. Let's not talk about it. We are all in the same boat. Please come in." Fang Yuan slowly flew up. Under Guye's lead, they traveled past many rotten leaves and branches, arriving at a deep part of the branches of the old earth wood tree. This was a city. It was completely built on the old earth wood branches. It resembled a carved wooden city. It was quite unique. Countless wooden houses were lined up. Some were tall, while some were short. Not only were there common squares, there were towers and city walls. All sorts of streets and paths were interconnected like blood vessels, moving along the countless branches. There were also all sorts of vine ladders, either drooping or hanging from one branch to another. It was a pity that this wooden city was half destroyed. Large numbers of houses had collapsed. The yellow vine ladders were no longer green. They could not sustain any weight. When the cold winds blew, the vines might break. landing on the branches and causing a loud sound. This is Old Earth City. Although it is like this, the atmosphere still remains. Back in the day, this was a popular area, and countless famous characters gathered here. This was once the heart of Northern Plains. Fang Yuan looked around as he sighed casually. The city is dead. There is nothing left. Brother Shah is calling me Old Earth City Lord, but that title is very hollow now. Gu Ye laughed bitterly at the side. To speak the truth, if not for this place still producing a woodpath resource called wilted essence, who would care about it? Fang Yuan nodded, agreeing. That is indeed the case. Gu Ye sighed deeply. Sigh, if I knew that this place was so barren, I would not have accepted this mission from Zombie Alliance. But the duration of my mission is almost over. I can leave this painful place already. Brother, look at my pathetic state and learn from it. When you enter Zombie Alliance, do not choose the mission of guarding Old Earth Wood. Fang Yan had already guessed that Gu Ye was injured. Seeing him say this, he placed his gaze naturally on his face. Gu Ye's face was swollen. It looked like a pink peach was growing on one side of his cheeks. The other side of his face was caved in, filled with many cracks. Looking at him, his entire head was in a strange shape, like a deformed melon. Not only that, there was a long scar on his chest. Although the scar was shallow, the injury was big. There was poisonous gas that were dark purple in color spiraling it. Even if Brother Gu didn't mention it, I was going to ask, where did you get your injuries from? Fang Yuan asked. Sigh, brother. Seeing that you have just turned into an immortal zombie, you still do not know the pain of immortal zombies. Gu Ye sighed pitifully. He was about to start his story when there was a loud sound outside. The entire old earth wood tree shook intensely as wilted leaves flew. Even the rotting branches that seemed like tall pillars collapsed. They came crashing down. Gu Ye's expression changed. Next, Fang Yan heard someone shouting from outside, Gu Ye, come out now. This divine lord is here to make a transaction with you. Gu Ye's expression became uglier. His eyes were spewing fire as he gritted his teeth. Divine Lord Tiandu again. Bam! Another loud bang. Old earth wood shook again. Leaves fell from the branches like a huge rain. The beautiful wooden houses collapsed, causing dust and smoke to rise. Outside, there was another Gu Immortal shouting, Gu Ye, right? Come out now. I am Shi Hu. Come out. I have a matter to discuss with you. Saying so, there was another loud bang, causing a distressing noise in the old earth wood. Looking at their actions, they were not going to give up until Gu Ye showed up. Gu Ye's expression was very ugly. He clenched his fists as he took a few deep breaths, smiling forcibly at Fang Yuan. Brother Shah, take a seat first. I will be back shortly. No worry, I will go with you, Fang Yuan said. Gu Ye showed a touched expression as he cupped his fists, thanking sincerely. Then I will thank brother in advance. The two walked out of the old earth wood tree, seeing the two rank 6 Gu Immortals in the sky. One had a strong muscular body. His skin was bronze in color as a lightning coiled around his body. His name was Divine Lord Tiandu. The other had messy hair. He looked like a brute carrying a skull. It was Shi Hu. Seeing Fang Yuan, Divine Lord Tiandu was stunned before laughing. To think that Gu Ye found a helper, but it is a pity you found an immortal zombie. In his speech, he did not hide the disdain towards immortal zombies. You! Gu Ye flew into a rage, about to speak. Divine Lord Tiandu waved his hand, saying impatiently, I will not talk trash with you. I know that you have some wilted essence with you. My friend has an immortal essence stone. He will buy 150 kilograms of wilted essence from you. One immortal essence stone for 150 kilograms of wilted essence. Why don't you just rob us instead? Gu Ye was stomping his feet in anger, shouting. Robbing is possible too, but seeing that you are Divine Lord's friend, I wanted to do him a favor. Shi Hu snickered. His attitude was very arrogant, as if Gu Ye was helpless against him. You two are shameless. You are basically bandits. Gu Ye stared with wide-open eyes. His lungs were about to explode. He did not attack in the end. He was furious, but also extremely helpless. The other party were two rank 6 Gu Immortals, but he was only a rank 6 Immortal zombie. His blessed land was dead and he only had over a dozen Immortal Essence Stones. Even though he would fight with them, what would he do after that? Ignoring the question of whether he could win, even if he won, he would expend a lot of green grape Immortal Essence. Without the blessed land's replenishment, he could only use Immortal Essence Stones to replenish it. After one battle, he would go bankrupt. Gu Ye was full of worries. He looked at Fang Yuan beside him. Actually, Divine Lord Qin Du and Shi Hu were also looking at Fang Yuan. Divine Lord Qin Du had extorted Gu Ye many times already. He knew about Gu Ye's background, but he did not know anything about Fang Yuan. Furthermore, it seemed like Fang Yuan was Gu Ye's helper. But why would Fang Yuan help Gu Ye for no good reason? His gaze flickered. He showed a hesitant expression as he asked Gu Ye in a weak tone. "Brother Gu, what is going on? Who is the other party? Such absurd demands. Why isn't the Zombie Alliance interfering?" Seeing Fang Yuan's hesitation, Gu Ye lost all hope. He sighed deeply. "The Zombie Alliance can interfere, but I cannot afford it. It was better when Leader was around, but now, sigh, forget it. After you join the Zombie Alliance, you will learn about it, brother." "Is that so?" Fang Yuan's face showed a perfect mix of shock, disappointment, and even worry towards the future. Hearing their conversation, Divine Lord Tian Du and Shi Hu could see the joy in each other's faces. "So this newly emerged immortal zombie wants to join the Zombie Alliance. We are going to successfully extort him again," the two transmitted. As they expected, Gu Ye was helpless, but to accept their demands. Eventually, he sold 150 kilograms of wilted essence for one Immortal Essence Stone. "Ha ha ha, this was a pleasant business deal. Gu Ye, when you ask for help next time, at least invite a living person." The two left while laughing loudly. Sigh, this rotten place. I do not want to stay here for even one more second. Gu Ye showed disappointment. His head was sinking even lower now.